we were melting in the bleachers.
It was good. It was Mboko and Andreeva, and we were like right there, like on the side. Like we probably could have stole a racket or something.
Yeah,
we wanted to. We were that close.
We were close. What stood out, like watching those two?
Well, they move pretty well. Andreeva can rip it if she really wants to. You can tell that volatile little emotional state that you see on TV was kind of there too. And Boko seemed great. I mean, she's young, but she really was just all over the court. Both of them were all over the court. I mean, they're both pros, and it was a good matchup. We didn't stick around for that last set because we were roaming around to see who else was playing.
Yeah, we probably watched the set. I think what stood out to me, I watch on TV and I see this Andreeva, and she's got a lot of variety, and she's young. I think they're both young. I think they're both 19.
Yeah, and Andreeva might be a little bit older, but not by much. Super young.
Right. So watching her on TV, I'm like, oh, she's just kind of like a pusher. She just gets everything in. And then you
said that to me, and I was like,
she was hitting bombs, just ripping shots. And then the other thing with Mboko, just like you said, the total game is solid, but she seemed a little bit more solid on the serve. Yeah. Especially that first serve. That seemed like a really good weapon for her.
Yeah. Yeah, they were both ripping balls. It was a good matchup. I don't know.
And then we went to the grandstand, and we saw the defending champ, Mensik versus Tiafoe.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What'd you think of that one?
That was good. I mean, Foe's made a lot of changes, coming this year. Basically changed his whole team, changed his attitude, and I think it's showing. But yeah, he played great. Took out the defending champion. Mensek seemed bigger than I thought he was on TV. Not that I didn't think he wasn't a big dude, but to see him kind of that close was kind of something. But yeah, Foe pulled it out with his giant water bottle.
So I think the grandstand is probably the best deal at this tournament because you can get entry to it from a grounds pass, and they have great players playing there all the time.
Yeah.
And there's only one section that has reserved seats. So we went to the baseline, and I don't know, we were like 10th row. We were pretty close behind the baseline. So just like Leo said, this guy is probably 6'4", 6'5". It's just, you just don't. You're used to seeing those guys on a basketball court, but when you see them on a tennis court, it's just.
And then the fact that they can move
in person.
Yeah, they can move well, and it was. Yeah. I feel like that court always gets really windy. At least every time I'm there.
Yeah.
I feel
and
like
then the other thing is the only shade that you're getting, besides if you're at a bar or a restaurant area, and they have places where you can sit. They've really upgraded the amount of shade.
Yeah.
But if you're watching tennis, it's really just one section in the stadium. The stadium kind of the shade comes from
the proper side of the stadium. The proper
horizontally.
Yeah.
And otherwise you're melting, and you're melting in that grandstand.
Yeah. Luckily we had some cloud cover for a few points, and that helped. But yeah, you're right. If you're anywhere on the outer courts watching tennis in either the grandstand or Butch Bolts or court 1 or whatever, you're gonna bake. Get ready to bake. Right? Get your sunscreen or hats or whatever you need to shield from the sun. But yeah, you're baking, and like like Jason was saying, and the stadium, the only side that you get shade the whole day is the actual proper stadium. So like we've talked about this, they build a stadium in a stadium, right, for the center court and
bleachers.
Yeah, they put bleachers in, and anything they install in is basically getting like full sun up until maybe mid afternoon-ish. Then it moves over a little bit to the day. But yeah, everything you build, you're getting baked, and in the two locations to really get any relief from that.
The other thing that stood out was And I think we went back to the stadium and someone had to. It took a long time. I think probably because of dehydration and the sun.
Oh yeah,
they had to stop the match of.
It was Coco
Golf and
Garcia,
and because someone in the stands needed medical attention.
Yeah, they basically passed out or something. Yeah, it was crazy, and they were on that side where it's like full sun.
Yeah, and probably drinking because
yeah.
First of all,